Assalamualaikum. So this is the second part of polar form of complex numbers. So we're going to discuss how to multiply and divide, okay, two complex numbers in their polar forms, okay. All right. So if we have two complex numbers, Z1 and Z2, all right, and they have this polar form. Z1 is, I call it R1 cos theta 1 plus sin theta 1i, and Z2 is R2 cos theta 2 sin theta 2i. Okay. So the formula for multiplication is we multiply R1 and R2, and then for cosine, okay, or for the argument, okay, as we know, this is the argument, okay, and the argument, and then the argument of complex numbers is always the same, or it is always constant. So you cannot have cos something plus sine something, okay, that is impossible. Cos the theta or the angle or the argument would be the same for sine as well. All right. So this is the formula for multiplication. We add the angles, okay, we add the arguments, and then for division, we divide. So division, when you divide two complex number, if you divide Z1 over Z2, then you're going to have R1 over R2, okay, and then the argument, okay, you're going to subtract. So theta 1 minus theta 2, theta 1 minus theta 2, okay. So what you have to pay attention to is, okay, theta must always be uh, in this range only. All right. So it means if you have, let's say here, theta 1 minus theta 2, if you get a negative angle, then you have to modify it so that it will be within this range only. Okay. The theta must always be a positive angle, that is between 0 and 360, or between 0 and 2 pi. Okay. So let's say let's take a look at this example. All right. We have here two complex numbers. Z1 is 3 cos pi over 6 sin pi over 6i, and Z2 is 5 cos 4 pi over 3 sin 4 pi over 3i. So we want to find the multiplication or the product, okay, the product of two complex numbers, okay. So we have here 3 is R1, right, and this is theta 1, this is theta 1, 5 is R2, this is theta 2, this is also theta 2. Okay, so what we are going to do is just use the formula. Okay, so 3 times 5, right? And then the argument would be you add the theta 1, add with theta 2. So 4 pi over 3. Okay, and then the argument for sine should be, it should be the same. Okay, it cannot be another value, it must be the same. So you just it's like just copying. So just copy and put I. Okay, that will be the imaginary part. Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15, and then we settle this. Okay, that should be 3 pi plus 4, so 7 pi, correct, over 18, right? 3 times pi is 3 pi plus 4 pi, so 7 pi over 18, and this is also sine 7 pi over 18i. Okay, so this is the product of Z1 and Z2. Okay, so this is what we have. All right, and then we're going to find the this is finding the product. Okay, that is done. And then we're going to find the quotient. Okay, the quotient. Quotient means you divide, right? The quotient z1 over z2. So the quotient z1 over z2, okay, 3 over 5, okay, you can refer to the formula, and cosine pi over 6 minus 4 pi over 3, okay, r1 minus r2, plus sine pi over 6 minus 4 pi over 3 I, okay, don't forget the I. All right, so this is the formula. Okay, of course you have to simplify and finalize, okay, or summarize your answer. So you're going to have that should be, okay, 210 you should have negative 7 pi over 6, right? Okay, and similarly this one also you're going to have sine of negative 7 pi over 6i. Okay, so this one, yeah, caveat, you have to check that theta is should be written as between 0 and 2 pi only. But when you check this, okay, 3 minus 4 is 1, minus 7 pi over 18. When you check this, okay, your theta is greater, sorry, your theta is negative, so you have to put it in the positive. Okay, so the positive one is, okay, your theta is negative 7 pi, sorry, I'm going to write that in blue. Okay, when you check your theta you get negative 7 pi over 6. Okay, so this is 7 pi over 6, but you don't want 7 pi over 6. Instead, you're going to write it in the positive angle. So the positive angle would be 5 pi over 6. Okay, so you're going to use this angle and not the negative angle. So you're going to modify that. Okay, so your answer will be cosine 5 pi over 6 plus sine 5 pi over 6i. Alright, so this is the quotient, okay, z1 over z2, and this is the product, okay, z1 times z2. Right, so we check the answer. Okay, this one cos 3 pi over 2. Okay, so this is the solution. All right, for the next one, okay, I will continue in the next clip. Okay.